Okay, so my brows are kind of semi on a little bit, so
You might be the one taking me home. One thing really lead to one.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my color corrector first. This is the Kevyn Aucoin SX11. I got a sample of it, and I mixed the LA colors, the heat color, the red color. I mixed it in to create my own custom salmon shade, since a lot of color correctors for my skin tone are just a little too deep and dark. So I'm gonna go in and color correct the damage that happened with my skin and stuff as I'm trying to rehab my skin. Everything's flat now, so there aren't any raised areas anymore, but I still got to go in and just correct out some of this actual darkness from my skin, so that way the makeup actually lays on and looks better. But right now, the only thing that I'm really gonna show you guys right now is really just how I go in, and this is my everyday makeup. Like, if I'm just gonna do something real quick, go somewhere, I'm not trying to sit here and do a complete full glam, anything like that. So this will be considered just my everyday makeup. So that's all I'm doing right now. And I probably went a little ham with the color corrector. Not a problem, we can always fix and correct that out. So if you put on too much, don't worry about it. You can always go back in with the sponge and just tone it down. But as I say, this is my everyday makeup, like just how I normally would just do myself every day. Just whatever it is that I'm doing, just the everyday look for my actual face. See how it covered up the spot? But it's way too much right there. So now I can go back in and start to dab. And I'll just take my sponge. I split it while I was washing it, but I'm still gonna use it. And just pick up any extra excess product that I don't need on my skin. So this way my makeup won't have to do that much of a job trying to really get in here and compensate. And since I see that some of the actual color corrector has come off the dark spots that I wanted to correct, I'll just go back in with the brush and just pat back on top. And you can see the spot came back. I may just turn it into a mode, knowing me. But really that's all that you're going to do. The areas where it's just a little dark at, I'll just go in and just add just a little corrector to it. So this way the darkness doesn't plague me when I'm doing makeup, and it becomes pretty easy to do and take care of. See? See that little spot right there on the side of my nose? We can go ahead and take care of that as well. Even though it's not anything that I normally have to do, it's been a while since you guys actually seen me do any type of color correction, and to be honest with you, I only color correct, to be honest, I may color correct 2 or 3 times a year. For me, it's not that big of a deal. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm doing it now is because I know I had some people ask me and just request, you know, the best way to actually do it. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, I did come on and just, it looks weird right now with orange and everything all over the place. But don't worry, now that we're done with the color corrector, we're gonna go ahead and hit the eyes real quick. We'll go back to the eyebrows once we actually get some foundation done. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Dominique Cosmetics, the Celestial Thunder palette. This is the smaller one that I got inside of my BoxyCharm. And those colors are stunningly pretty. So I'm just gonna go in and do something real simple and basic as far as my eye look is concerned. I'm not really trying to do too much. So I'm gonna go into Lunar Eclipse, this shade right here, and I'm gonna run that through my crease. It does come with a lot of product kicking up off of it. So I just put that back in the pan. And now I'm just gonna go in just lightly right here through the actual crease a little bit. I've already primed my skin, I've already primed my eyes and everything. So this way we won't be here too long just looking at me actually, you know, just doing like eye work and stuff. But this is gonna be a pretty simple eye look, just simply because it's an everyday, just quick, do something. I wanna be glam, I wanna be pulled together, but I'm not trying to be doing my makeup for an hour. That's not an everyday situation if you're sitting there for an hour. So this look I can typically pull off in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. If I have everything set out, I went ahead and washed and prepped my skin from the time I start my eyebrows to the time I finish my lips. This is a look that I can have done pretty quickly. Now I'm gonna go back in with my actual Shade and Light, my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. You guys already know I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two out shades for my actual underbrow setting and highlight. Just going in here just to set it down a little bit. So this way, as I start to blend that crease shade up, it won't create an issue as I start blending. So now all I'm gonna do is take, this is a Jessup brush, no product or anything. I'm just gonna go in here and go back in between these shades and just soften that out. Again, I don't want a whole lot that's happening and going on. I'll go in and put just a little bit right here where the product isn't, right here in the inner. And then I'm taking a clean brush with nothing on it and I'm just going over and just blowing it out. Now that that orange is done, I'm gonna go in on the exact same brush and I'm gonna take Zero Gravity, this shade right here. Just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm just gonna go in right here on the outside just to deepen it up just a little bit. So most of the product goes down right here. And once I have it down, then I'll start just doing circular motions to blend it up and blow it out. And that's just to add a little definition to the outside. A little bit more. And now for the actual lids. I'm gonna go ahead and take Eternal Light, this shade right here. And I'm just picking it up on my actual fingertips and I'm just gonna go in and just lightly pat. Clean brush, I'll go in and just blend that up. And the sparkles, when you're going in and doing this type of blending, the sparkles do fall down and get everywhere. The glitter that's in it will fall down and get everywhere, but it's not something I'm too worried about, not with this look. Now I'm gonna go directly into actual skin, and for skin, I'm using my black Opal. This is their True Color Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation, and I'm in the shade Nutmeg. My pump refuses to work on it, so I'm gonna be taking my Luxie 245 small shader brush, and I'll just take it off. And then I'll just go ahead and apply it on. Now this is a light to medium coverage foundation. It's not a heavy coverage foundation. You would think, since I was trying to cover up acne marks or anything like that, I would want to go in and use an actual foundation that's like full coverage, but you don't have to do that when you actually go in and color correct. Going in and color correcting will help you not use so much product, so it'll save you there. Now I want to go in and try the BoxyCharm brushes that I had got in my BoxyCharm box, just to see how this blends out the actual product and actually stamps the actual product into the actual skin. This type of brush pretty much will keep your product pretty much full coverage. That's one reason why I love these type of dense type brushes. And it's working really well. I do get a little impatient, so from time to time I do prefer to do stuff the quick way. Not necessarily taking this much time with it. And I know right now when you're looking at my chest color compared to my face, you're like, ooh, that is super orange. But as it starts to dry down, it'll start to actually blend in a little bit better with the skin. So don't freak out just yet. You know, if you are NC45, NC46, then the Nutmeg is a really good shade for you. We'll show you how we'll go in and actually take care of that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Kevyn Aucoin The Etherealist concealer, and this is in the shade medium EC06. So I'll go ahead and go in here and balance it out so it starts to match my chest a little bit better with the actual concealer. And it's gonna go right here. To speed up the drying process, just a regular old little cardboard thing. And I wanted to see how the smaller BoxyCharm little brush worked for either, let's see if you guys can see that, for either concealer or contour. This is the big one for the foundation. This is a smaller one. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here and start blending this out just to see how the smaller one works. I will say the one thing I do like about these BoxyCharm brushes is they keep full coverage. Whatever you do with your actual product, it's definitely going to come in full coverage with these BoxyCharm brushes. So I like them. I'm a fan of them. Now, real coverage is going to be, see how it works underneath the eyes. That blended out beautifully. That blended out really beautifully. Now I'll go ahead and go in here and set the under eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and use my actually Juvia's Place J12 flat top tap foundation brush, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the Juvia's Place powder in Kalahari. Now I will go back in with the actual sponge and make sure I don't have any lines or creasing. To set the rest of my face, I am going in with the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Medium. And we'll just go ahead and set everything else around it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my actual skin, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a Juvia's J123 tapered blush brush and just go in and just make sure all of this is brushed away and blended in. And now I'll go in with the bottom of my sponge and just press everything down. Now, going back into the new Moda Studio out of the brush set that I got out of the BoxyCharm brush set, I'm going into the Black Radiance. This is their True Complexion Bronzing Palette in Dark to Deep. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here, which is the contour shade. Just to bring just a little bit of color back to my actual skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use another brush from that Moda set to go in here and bring my nose back to life. And I'm also gonna go ahead and use the blush from this as well. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Real Techniques. This is the Instapop Cheek Brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into this blush right here. And I'm putting it on with the pretty light hand, but keeping it more towards the actual back of the cheek. And put just a little bit on my nose. And I'll go back over the brush that I had. And all I'm doing is just going in and just making sure everything is blended in correctly. And all I do is squeeze the brush that I had used for that and go right here underneath my chin. And go back in and just make sure it's blended. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of the primer water, Smashbox primer water, and put it on. Go back in with my sponge and melt it all in. Now that we've got that down and out of the way, now I'll go back in here with my Kat Von D. This is a precision pencil and graphite. This is before the name change. So the Kat Von D pencil, which is what I currently have in my eyebrows. And I'll just go back in here and fix and fill in what I need to be filled in. And I told you guys I will let you know about this from my actually BoxyCharm video. And can I tell you, I'm not a fan of it. It's taking way too much work to get some of the simplest jobs done. And you know, for an everyday makeup look, I'm not spending this much time doing brows and different things like that. It's just never gonna happen. Never going to happen. If this is an everyday quick, you know, you're about to go run errands, about to do different things, so you want to go ahead and get ready, get out the house, do different things. You're not going to spend this much time on your brows unless you're a person who the only thing you do are your brows. then yeah, you may spend this much time on your brows. But for the average person, and it's like, it just can't get right. Like my tail right here, how I like to bring them down to a point, it just doesn't want to get right. So I'm going to go in and show you guys how I actually fix that when that happens. I'm going to go ahead and take my Huda Beauty. This is the Lifeliner in Extreme Black. I'm going to go ahead and tight line my eyes with this one. Top and bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and put on wing eyeliner. And with anything extra that I have left on, I'll go ahead and go back in and fill in what I need to fill in with my actual brow and darken up that tail and make sure that tail is there. Same thing on the other brow. You guys have seen me use and do this trick a lot. And it's just a quick and easy trick for me that actually works for me, that I like. I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on my actual lashes. I'm still using those lashes that I showed in my last video. These lashes are like what? They were like $2.30. Still using those. I'm using with the Black House of Lashes lash glue. I'm gonna use another brush out that Moda set, and I'm gonna go back into the Black Radius kit, and I'm gonna use that highlighter. I don't want anything too harsh or too tough as far as highlight is concerned, but I do want just a little bit of glow. And this is going to be more of a natural glow from within. You can definitely go ahead and build it up and make this thing like beam if that's something that you want to do. But it's more of a natural glow from within. I just want to add just a little bit more life to the face. That's all I'm doing right now with this. Now, as I'm taking the lip gloss off, I'm thinking about what type of lip do I really want to do. Because I said I was supposed to be trying to keep this simple, I'm not gonna go in and do anything that's too extravagant. I'm not even gonna do an inner eye highlight. Like, when have you ever seen a video and not see me put in the inner highlight? I could be lying. I could always come back at the end part of the video. I'm using Anastasia Dip Brow Gel, and this is in the shade, I think this one is in the shade light brown. Just to go in here and hold the brows down and hold them in place. Now that we have the lashes on for the lower lash, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go from the pink into the actual blue. So I'm gonna take Lucid Dream on another Moda brush. Ooh, that's super pink. Dominique Cosmetics, her products are super pigmented and they are beautiful. I've always loved them from the very first latte palette. So now that I got the pink laid down, I'll go ahead and color switch the color off. And then I'll go back into the actual blue, which is Mystic Ice, this right here, and carry it along to the outside. And with my brown skin, it's reading more like a Tilly blue, which is still really pretty. I said I was gonna do a simple look, and this is what happens. Every time I come in here and sit down and do my makeup, it's like what I think is gonna be simple takes on a mind of its own, and then it's no longer the look I set out to be. I'm always like, it is what it is. And now I'll go back underneath it, since it's such a harsh line, and I'm taking another brush. This is a Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is a L15, and I'm gonna go back into the original brown, that Lunar Eclipse, that brownie orange that's in my crease. And I'm just gonna go in here and blend under it just a little bit. So that way it's not so harsh, but it's still there, it still gives you a pop. Now, I couldn't figure out, sorry guys, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do as far as the lips are concerned. I was just like, I just I really didn't know if I wanted to go in with maybe a pink lip to tie everything together, since I got pink right here, pink on my cheeks, and do a pink lip. Or I could go into the Rubio shade. Yeah. Rubio shade from Stila. This is their Stay All Day liquid lipstick. And really do a little vampy red with it. But did I really want to go into EMPRESS, the lip glitter from 2.4 Cosmetics, and do that? I'm doing lip glitter. And this is what she looks like. There's really a celestial storm. That's really a celestial storm. So I'll go in here with the lip brush and the lip glue. And we'll show you guys exactly how I go in here and do it. Think about these lips. Make sure anything that you have on your lip is gone and out of the way. You don't want any foundation on your lips. You don't want any chapstick on your lips. You don't want anything on your lip as you go in here and attempt this look. And you want to work in sections. She here out here. I don't know in whose world this is an everyday lip look, but we're gonna keep going. This is what happens. I come in my beauty room to do my makeup and she takes on a mind of her own. But I don't be mad at it though. You guys can see like the glitter and stuff around my mouth. All I do is just take a brush and just brush the excess away. You definitely want to make sure that as you're going in there, you're not putting extra product down. Now we're gonna go ahead and go in here with the Milk Makeup Blur Spray that I got out of my BoxyCharm box. And hopefully this works without ruining my face. Go back in there and set it down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do some Battle Mascara on the bottom lashes. And this is my Ulta Beauty Limitless Volume Mascara. This is the one I always use, guys. I just love the way it is with my lashes. With my itty bitty non-existent lashes. I thought I wanted to go a little bit lighter with the highlight with this lip. But the face is sitting a little too flat for me with this lip and that. So I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter. And this is in the shade... What shade is this? Oh, this is in the shade Hustle and Glow. So this is what it looks like. And I'm going to take what's in the top and just hit the highest. Just to bring it. And there we go. It looks so wet. So that is what the face is looking like for right now. So, you can't even tell the little spot above my eyebrow, thanks to the color corrector, covered that right on up. So let's go ahead and pull out and get dressed and let's see what the final look actually looks like. Okay, so now that we've actually put on some clothes, let's go ahead and this is the final look. I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit closer in just a minute so you guys can actually see the final look. But I'm gonna go ahead and just take my hair down. I know it's not often that you guys actually get a chance to actually see like my hair down because let's see if you can see it. Probably not, since everything that I have on is black. But it's not often that I actually straighten my hair that you guys actually get a chance to see my hair actually being straight, because you know, hair growth journeys and hair growth goals. Nobody got time for that. But let's go ahead and just show you guys how the final look came together and what we're looking like. Okay, bring you in a little bit closer and turn it down so you guys can actually see the actual makeup. Okay, so this is what the final makeup looks like, and for some odd reason, I'm just feeling like, something is off. Let's try something different. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is the final look. I just feel better in bright colors. Just something about just all the black was just like, there be down there. I mean, it was a look, but okay, I just needed the bright colors. Okay, so this is the actual final look. Let me know what you guys think. And this is actually an everyday look for me. Like, I know you guys are so used to seeing my hair up in its curly state, so it's not often that I actually straighten my actual hair, so you guys can actually see my actual hair. So, but I don't actually, you know, straighten my actual natural hair maybe once or twice a year. Past that point, it's always going to be in this curly state, in a protective hairstyle, just so I can get to where I need to be. Currently, right now, it is mid back length below my bra strap. So I'm trying to get back to tailbone length. I'm really trying to get back to there. Hopefully, I can get back to the length I was when I was in high school. When I graduated high school. But this is the look. This is your everyday look for your girl. This is what your girl is doing. You know, when I'm tired of feeling like a potato and I just really want to feel like I want to put some effort in. You know, I just really want to, I want to feel like me. You know, just this whole coronavirus situation and everything that's going on. I hope you guys have been okay. I hope you guys haven't had to deal with any of the death that's been happening with any of your family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, anything like that. But this year has been slightly depressing for more than one reason, starting out with the whole COVID situation and then just everything else. So sometimes you just want to be like, I just want to be the sun. I just want to do my makeup, do my hair. I want to put on some colors and get out. Guys, I thank you so much for sticking around and waiting on me, because I hadn't put up anything since February. So I'm very happy that you guys still stuck around. You're still here with your girl. You're still watching your girl. Thank you. And as always, I love you, YouTube. And of course, everything that I use will be listed in the description box below. Bye, guys.